This is Eva here. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making Yangzhou fried rice or Yangzhou炒飯. This fried rice is said to be the origin of fried rice, dating back to about 1,500 years ago in the city of Yangzhou, about 150 miles northwest of Shanghai, China. Hence, this dish was named after the place of its birth. It was originally made out of shrimp, pork, eggs, and green onions. Variations of this fried rice have spread around the world, and today, this homemade dish can be made out of most any leftovers you can find in your fridge. I will admit that I made hot dog fried rice, chorizo fried rice, pulled pork fried rice, and even turkey fried rice after Thanksgiving. And you know what? They actually tasted pretty good. Oh, before I forget, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Home Cooking with Eva. This is where I post cooking tips or quick meal ideas. Now let's take a look at the ingredients I'm using today. They're pretty traditional choices. You can use dry shrimps if you want. Just make sure you soak them overnight before using them. But today, I'm using frozen shrimps. Brine 12 medium shrimps for 2 hours in 2 tablespoons of salt and just enough water to cover the top. Brining them will firm up the meat, so you never have to eat mushy shrimps again. Then rinse off the brine, take off the shell, devein and dice, then add a little bit of sesame oil and white pepper to taste. I made Chinese barbecue pork or char siu last night just to make this fried rice. I made a video on how to make char siu, so I'm going to leave that link below. You'll also need 2 green onions, diced. This is about 1.5 cups of frozen peas and carrots. Rinse and let them drain in a colander. 3 large eggs. If you want 1 more egg or 1 less egg, that's totally up to you. I added a tablespoon of water and a tablespoon of oil in there, then beat them together. And finally, the star ingredient, cooked rice. I cooked this rice a few hours ago and let it cool to room temperature. Cooling the rice before frying is important. This is so that each grain of the rice will be separated during frying. You don't want the rice to clump up. That would be considered not good fried rice. Now we can cook. Heat up a pan till it's nice and hot, and then put a little oil in it. I like to cook my eggs first and cook it with chopsticks so that they're broken up into little bite-sized pieces. Then set it aside. Next, I'm going to saute the char siu a little bit. Because they were made last night, sauteing is to heat them through and also to bring them back to life. If the char siu you're using is same-day fresh, you can skip this step. Remember to be cooking on high heat the whole time, so keep an eye on it and don't let it burn. I would normally use my stainless steel wok for this task to get that high heat wok taste, but my wok is too small for the amount of food I'm cooking today. But that's okay. This pan is getting pretty hot. When the char siu looks about done, push it to one side, then add in the peas and carrots. The peas and carrots are still a little wet from rinsing, so the purpose here is to heat them through and then to evaporate the moisture. Again, watch them closely and don't let them burn. If you need to add a little oil in the pan, go ahead and do that. When they're done, add the rice in. Use your spatula to separate the big clumps of rice while making sure not to mash up the grains. When the rice is heated through, each grain of rice should be separated. Then add salt and soy sauce to taste. Use a light soy sauce such as this one. Then mix well. Then make a well in the middle of the pan and add in the shrimps. Use the hot rice in the pan as a lid and cover up the shrimps to let them cook. I took the opportunity to do a little taste test, and I think it needs just a little bit more soy sauce. Then mix well. Shrimp cooks pretty quickly, so it should almost be done. Add in the pre-cooked eggs, and the green onions. Mix well and turn the heat off. This is the most traditional version of Chinese fried rice. You can substitute ingredients to make it your own, or just simply want to use up your leftovers. It is a versatile dish that's been enjoyed for over 1,000 years. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Home Cooking with Eva, where I share cooking tips and quick meal ideas. If you like this recipe, please like and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.